I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right.
Recently, something interesting happened. Now, I'm not familiar with this franchise like the Ultraman and the monsters within that universe, but I did take interest in what happened recently with this figure that just got announced. Now, take a look at the paint job. It looks fantastic, right? When I saw this, again, I'm not a fan, but I thought to myself, wow, this looks fantastic. The paint job application, all the details around the body, everything looks way too perfect. Now, what's interesting about this, I thought this was from MonsterArts, and it's not. Take a look at this image right here. We're comparing Shimu, which is from S.H.MonsterArts, and this monster is coming from S.H. Figure Arts. Now, there's a drastic difference between both of them in terms of price point. This monster is currently going for 109 USD, while Shimu is 175 plus shipping. Both of them are considered to be big monsters in terms of figure size, okay? Now, Shimu does have one accessory, aka bonus. Now, the craziest part about this is Shimu is almost double the price. Yet again, the paint job application on Shimu is horrible, okay? We can get behind that this is early concept art of Shimu, but there's no excuse when SH Figure Arts is putting this amount of detail on this monster. I mean, look at this monster. It's incredible. The paint job around his body, the nails, the claws, the teeth, even the eyes, everything looks fantastic. Now, I'm not sure if those are wings, but whatever they are, those golden things, beautiful color. I mean, I gotta ask myself, why is it that they're able to put this amount of care and quality on a cheaper figure at a lower price point, yet again surpass something that S.H.MonsterArts is doing? I said it in the previous video, other departments should be taking over S.H.MonsterArts because MonsterArts, if I'm being honest, doesn't seem to be dedicated to giving us the love and care and quality that we the customers deserve in terms of getting that value in return, you know? At a first glance, you can tell this is not a simple paint job application throughout his body. It has shading onto it. It's not a simple red, a simple golden color. There's differences, there's shadows, there's different paint jobs being applied to this figure. And I question myself, why couldn't this be applied to Shimu? Shimu is a simple white as we know, which is disappointing. In the movie, Shimu has multiple colors. It's like a rainbow type of pearl color that she has all over her body, especially on the shoulders, legs, and around the mouth area. The crystals are not a simple blue color. They actually glow. They have a light blue, dark blue, a rainbow color touch to it, right? Now, what's more disappointing behind all this is that they lied to us. If I remember correctly, they mentioned that Shimu was 100% accurate from the 3D files. That would be false marketing because it turns out after doing a few investigations that indeed this is based on early concept art, or at least it's taking inspiration. Other sources have confirmed the same thing that I've been confirming as well. I think it would be more acceptable if MonsterArts came out and said, look guys, this is not 100% accurate. Our Shimu has been inspired based on the concept art and other versions that we saw from the movie or from the book of art of Godzilla or something like that, right? That would be more understandable. Now, the other problem with this figure is, which is the major one, the price point. $175 to $200 is way too much. On the other hand, this is indeed a big figure. It's going to be one of the biggest behind King Ghidorah, I believe. Now, Shimu, without standing, apparently should be the same height as Shin Godzilla, which is a very, very tall figure, which means right off the bat, Shimu will be indeed bigger than Evolved Godzilla and the previous legendary versions of Godzilla. Standing up, you can only imagine how much taller Shimu is going to be. So it's about 18 centimeters tall, I believe. Long, she's also going to be extremely long. So maybe that's the reasoning behind it, but still, a lot of people don't see the value because of the paint job, because of the price point, because of no accessories, because we were lied to. A lot of people are just tired of a lot of false marketing with Monster Arts, you know. And this is indeed considered false marketing when you're marketing something that isn't advertised correctly. Indeed, that is false marketing. And of course, probably I read that wrong, but let me know. From what I remember, apparently they said this was accurate based on the 3D files. But if I did read all that wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Again, I've been extremely busy, so I don't have my mind in all those places right now. But, you know, let me know what you think about this. The fact that another figure from a different department, S.H. Figure Arts, can surpass what Monster Arts is doing. Are you surprised? I don't know. Look, honestly, I think there has to be a change within Monster Arts. Whoever is in charge of the paint job and confirming certain figures to verify them as, you know, they're ready to go. I don't know. I feel like they have to get it checked in with the sculptures, the paint job, a lot of things. And they have to get like a better team that really loves those monsters, because it just feels like they're putting a lot of random people, respectfully, that don't love Godzilla or have any dedication for those monsters. It seems extremely rushed, and we don't want that. We don't want a product that's rushed. We want a product that's worth the money. And again, I think it would be more acceptable if this figure was more accurate, if this figure came with a better paint job, if this figure had accessories, and the price point was to be a little bit lower. I mean, we're living in a different time right now where things are more expensive. That's understandable, but this isn't a thing that can run out of, you know. It's not like food where food has to be planted and it takes quite some time. Literally, they have machines that can do those figures nonstop, so there's no reason for that price point, if that makes any sense. You know, I'm extremely surprised with that figure and that monster. Again, I'm not familiar with that franchise. Based on what I saw, it looks fantastic, and it almost resembles Godzilla in a way from the back, the feet and the overall design. Close, yet again, it's different enough to, you know, be its own monster. And I don't know, it's just mind-boggling. And in the previous video, we did compare Monster Hunter figures. Those are also fantastic. I mean, god damn it. If only Monster Arts could get that amount of dedication, love, and value that we deserve, it would be a whole different story. Godzilla Evolve is probably the only good figure within that line. I'm expecting to see more announcements by the end of this year, next year, like special color variants, Suko and other things as accessories. I don't know. You know, I think we can officially say that right now Hiya Toys has won this year in terms of competition with the figures between the Monsterverse. They're yet to release Scar King, Suko, and other monsters. I'm very curious, you know, if they're going to continue with the Monsterverse and showcase other monsters that we saw in that movie. If they did, wow, that would be fantastic. Now, on the other hand, it's okay if you like what S.H.MonsterArts is doing with Shimu. There is some people that did like that review, and that's okay. Look, it's your money. You can spend it on that figure. But I personally just won't support that type of value. I don't see anything good in return, but it's understandable. And look, it's not that the overall design is bad, where it's considered to be the worst. It's truly not. But the fact is, a lot of people nowadays are very, very into accurate things. If something is missing, if something doesn't look right, they're just not going to like the overall product. Everybody wants what they saw in that film, anime, or what have you, right? We want the accuracy there. But another thing is, a lot of people don't understand this. Not every single company is aiming for accuracy. Other companies have different agendas. Like a certain company can be more into stylized monsters, stylized variants, doing their own take, taking inspiration. Not everything, guys, not everything has to be 100% accurate. For example, take a look at Omega Beast. They're like a rival to Sparrow Studio, a rival to X Plus. They don't go for 100% accuracy, but they do take their own inspiration and, do stylized monsters that look fucking incredible. I mean, Mechagodzilla is a good one. Godzilla, their legendary version, Kong, and other things that they done, like with Godzilla minus one. I'm not saying that it's 100% off, because it's not. They have that extra touch to them, and that's what I like, because they're actually adding accessories, bonuses. If you buy this, then you get access to the other thing. That's unique, and I like that. While other people might not agree, and I'm not going to argue with those people. Look, there's no point of arguing with people if they can't see the other point of view. That's simply a no-brainer for me. I'm just going to cut you off. I'm not here to argue with people like that. But anyways, look, that's the point. It's okay for companies to do that, but it's not okay like Monster Arts is doing it right now, because they're false marketing with this whole thing, saying that it's based on the 3D files, going for accuracy when it's not. It doesn't take a genius to compare the concept art, and which has been confirmed by the artist of Shimu, that indeed that version of Shimu from S.H.MonsterArts is indeed based on early concept art. And it's not that awful, but a lot of people are just making jokes that it's an updated Playmates version with articulation, that it looks like the Joker, that the paint job is awful. Look, a lot of people are just gonna cook up and roast Monster Arts. Do they deserve all that? They do in a way, but in some areas they don't, because there's a lot of things that goes behind closed doors that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people think that it's easy to produce and paint and do certain things for monsters, and it's not really. Approvals, fixing certain things, factories, packaging, talking to certain companies. It's a lot of things that a lot of people don't see. And I can understand this whole thing, because I've been printing figures for 5 years, and it's not that easy, making figures, doing test runs, fixing that, and other parts. It becomes stressful. It really is. It's fun, yet again stressful at the same time, that a lot of people think we are some type of robot in a way, and that's not the case. We're all humans. And look, that's why I said no disrespect towards the Monster Arts department, but I just feel like it's not there. There has to be changes, with all due to respect. Let me know what you think about this. I just wanted to get this out of my chest and hear your guys' thoughts. Thank you so much for showing so much support on the 2 videos, for backing up my thoughts. And look, it's not the only figure. If you compare the Yu-Gi-Oh line, they released the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That figure is fantastic. The paint job, even the red eyes. I mean, I don't know, it just feels like Monster Arts needs to get an upgrade, an update. It's falling behind when other departments are just outshining the heck out of that department. One more thing that I wanted to touch before I close off the video. Now, those are the measurements in terms of height for S.H.MonsterArts. Godzilla Evolve will be 6.3 inches tall. Kong will be 5.7 inches tall. Scar King will be 5.9, which is mind-blowing. Shimu should be about 7.9 or 7 inches tall, which is the tallest figure yet. On Instagram, a few people didn't believe that Scar King was actually bigger than Kong. Now, the confusion arrives from people not reading. Now, Monster Arts is not going for accuracy. They're not going for what we saw in terms of the movie versions. Yes, in the movie, Kong is obviously taller than Scar King. In their universe, within their line, Scar King is the taller figure compared to Kong. I know some people are not going to be happy about this. Some people didn't believe me. I don't care if you don't believe me or not. This comes from the official website. Those are the heights and everything that I got from. So if you don't believe me, then you're not believing the official information, basically. But anyways, that's not my problem. I'm just here to inform you that those are the official heights stacking up against each other. And, not a surprise, but it is what it is.